Hi everybody, I'm here today in the studio and I just wanted to show off my latest Christmas present and do a little bit of an unboxing and review. So this is something that I saw probably about a month ago and it caught my curiosity. It's the new Gaahlari Mobius airbrush, and this is the 0.2 model. And yeah, it looks like it's got a very innovative design. It's a detail airbrush, and I'm hoping it's going to spray absolutely amazingly. And the reason why I hope this is because it's a very affordable airbrush. I think this cost about £85. I don't know, it was a Christmas present. Thanks, lovely wife. So I'm going to unbox this, we're going to take a look, we're going to have a little play, and then I'm going to use it on a painting and then give a full product review after the end of that painting, just to sort of see how it all goes. So start with the unboxing. I had actually already started taking the plastic off, but we'll take all of the plastic off. Let's take a look in the box. Oh, here we go. You're going to be the first to see this before me. Okay. We've got their customer card. We've got the instruction manual. You know what we do with instruction manuals? I probably will do later. No, I won't. Right, so we've got some spare washers. I hope those are Teflon O-rings and some valve O-rings. I'll try not to lose those. I probably will. And this is the airbrush. Look at that. It is a thing. Let me get a better hold of that so we can show it off. Look at that beautiful design. A nice spiral there. Nice gold trim. Not real gold, but you know. And the branding, the Mobius too. What I really like and what caught my attention initially was the square trigger with the nice curved thing. It looked like it was going to be very comfortable. That does actually feel pretty damn comfortable, actually. That does feel nice. Also comes with a quick release, which is great because I do use those. We've got a MAC valve here. Now, for people that don't know what a MAC valve is, this is used for lowering your air pressure without having to go over to your air compressor and do it manually. So on the fly whilst you're spraying, you can reduce your air down a little bit, take it back up. And let's just take off this nice cap. It's good that it's got a cap, great for transporting. We've got a crown cap here. So we've got one of those. Now, I almost always, actually no, I always take these off. I never have these on my airbrush. If you're new to airbrushing, try to keep these on as long as possible. It will save you banging your needle there into your canvas. But if you've been airbrushing for a little while and you've got used to it, you're probably going to want it off because you're going to want to be able to pick the dried off paint, especially if you're using acrylic inks like I am. You're going to want to be able to pick your paint off of that needle without having to take this off every time. So I'll put this in the box because otherwise I'll lose it. If we carefully take the head of this airbrush off, we have the nozzle there, which is a nice floating nozzle. It looks like it has a lovely little design. It's fairly large, so it's going to be hard to lose in your carpet or your floorboards if you drop it, unlike one of the other larger manufacturers of airbrush. You do little rice-sized nozzle bits. Very easy to lose. Very expensive to replace if you do. So for that bit. The one thing I am a little bit worried about, and we'll see how it goes, but at least they provide some for you, has a rubber O-ring there. There, thank you. It has a rubber O-ring. And I am worried that if you're using something like Createx or thinner base paints, that's going to corrode and wear away quite quickly. So you might want to take that into consideration. We'll see how it goes. I mostly use water-based acrylics, so hopefully it will last. But I do sometimes occasionally use some slightly harsher cleaners if it starts getting a little bit clogged, so that could cause me some problems in the future. It's quite a narrow opening there into the airbrush for cleaning, but hopefully that won't give me too many problems. We'll have to find out in the future. So this has been the unboxing. Going to give it a quick test, and I'll show you that, and then we'll do a sort of more larger review of it and see how it's rates up to some of the other airbrushes that I have in the future.
Hi everybody, so I'm just going to do a spray test for the Mobius 0.2 airbrush. The paint I'm going to be using for this is going to be the Schmincke Aero Color Sepia. This is an opaque paint, but sprays absolutely amazingly. It's great straight out of the jar. If you want it more reduced and a little bit more semi-transparent, you can reduce it with a bit of water, and it reduces down really, really well. But I'm just going to put a couple of drops of this into my airbrush, and then start spraying some lines. So air on, and then apply the paint, turn the paint off, but keep the air flowing all the time. So start off with some medium thickness ones, and so far it seems like it's doing alright, but then I'm going to start getting finer and finer, and then when I start getting really fine, you start seeing that it sputters a little bit there at the end, and I don't know why. So I'm keeping the air flowing, and as I cut the paint off, it sputters there. So this is actually my second test of this, so I'm going to reseat everything again, and you know, when I do actual paintings with it, and see how it goes. So I'm just going to do some dots now, so going down to see how fine a dot I can do, because if you can do fine dots, you can do fine lines. And as you can see, this airbrush does some really fine dots. That one there is absolutely tiny. So potentially this is going to be a great detail airbrush, but as it stands at the moment, I don't know why I'm getting that sputtering there at the end. So I'm going to clean it all out, reseat everything, and then I'm going to do a full painting with this airbrush and see how well it does when I use it for, you know, potentially a couple of days of solid painting on a project. And we'll see how it goes, and then from there I'll be able to review the airbrush thoroughly. I'll let you know how much spare parts cost, how reliable I think it is, and then I'll give you a mark out of 5 as to how I think it sort of rates, you know, between sort of cost, maintainability, sprayability, and the criteria. So keep an eye out for that review and that video coming soon. But for the moment, I like this airbrush. I think the build quality looks great. I think it looks amazing. The trigger and the balance of the airbrush feel great, but I'm on the fence just because the detail lines are not quite as smooth. When you do the stuff like this, it atomizes really well, so I think it has a lot of potential, but I'll have to get back to you and let you know. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.